How's it going, everyone? Based on a lot of subscriber requests, what I'm going to give to you today is a video on tips to quickly level up the Recon kit and unlock sniper rifles, because if you don't already know, they are entirely different than Battlefield 3's was. In 3, all you needed to do is actually collect points with the class, and you could use a shotgun, a PDW, or whatever, and just go in TDM, and next thing you know, you're unlocking everything. In Battlefield 4, this isn't the case. Doing that same Battlefield 3 procedure will give you all the equipment quickly, but it will not unlock sniper rifles. To unlock more sniper rifles, you have to get kills with sniper rifles. And today I'm going to give you all sorts of tips and tricks basically to unlock both of those quickly. The first and foremost, and it's probably the most obvious, but I'm going to state it anyway because a lot of people I've noticed either don't know how to equip the battle pack point bonuses, or they just ignore them. And the first thing you need to do is to use them, because you get 25 to 200% bonuses. The first thing you do is you either click start or you click escape in PC's case, and in the bottom right corner of that main menu you'll see bonuses available, and that's where you go to basically set them in motion of using them. And it's important you use them, because if you get, say, 1,000 points for in terms of sniper rifles and you have a 25% bonus unlocked, it's another 250 points added toward them. And believe me, it adds up over the course of a few matches, so you want to use these. Next, the amount of points you have to get to contribute to Recon or sniper rifles is decreased dramatically than it was from Battlefield 3, and that's great for getting unlocks quickly. But basically, the main point I'd say, because I already mentioned that you have to unlock sniper rifles differently, what you can do is the first point is you can go to Team Deathmatch or Domination and just continually play them continuously and go through the grind of unlocking all of the equipment with a carbine or shotgun. That's in terms of the equipment though, not the guns. If you prefer not to do this though, there's tons of other ways I'll address in the video. To unlock sniper rifles, like I said, you have to get kills with bolt-action sniper rifles. And again, for me, I use Team Deathmatch and especially Domination as my best bets. What you can do is, especially in rush defense, you can use it in rush as well. There isn't another way about it to get kills with them, so again, those battle packs will help you an awful lot. The next point is, if you choose not to play Team Deathmatch or Domination, I'd suggest playing Conquest. And the reason I'd go with Conquest is just because of the math. You get 150 points to capture a flag, 100 points to neutralize, and another 10 points per second that you're contributing to capturing a flag. Just running around capping flags, and that's several thousand points a match. Add in any kills you get, kill assists, spot assists, surveillance assists from a Tugs and MAV or the Pokeball motion sensors, headshot bonuses, marksman bonus points, and you can see obviously the points start to add up. But a main distinction I should point out is doing this only, like capturing the flags at least, will only help in terms of unlocking the equipment. But any kills you get, obviously, kill assists, and that will contribute toward the gun. Most of the same math applies to rush, but you're much less likely to arm a ton of MCOMs per round. You'll get points for arming an MCOM, 200 for arming one, 400 for a taken MCOM. But this means that you'll be more reliant on kills, kill assists, and spot assists to get your points toward the rifles. This may help in regard to unlocking further bolt actions, but it'll be a lot slower going this route, especially if teams are stacked, and they usually are. On defense, you can usually get more kills than playing on offense with sniper rifles as well. The next point is, unlike Battlefield 3, where you were stuck with a shotgun or an MK11 mod, which I absolutely hated if you've seen my previous video from Battlefield 3, you get a standard bolt action to start in Battlefield 4, which is an amazing starting difference. This should help everyone unlock that next rifle in the cycle very quickly, and which contributes to the next one and the next one, etc. That's a big improvement in Battlefield 4. My next point, at least when you have this gun though, is to get used to one gun and everything about it, such as recoil behavior, bullet drop, reload times, reload patterns, and get used to it with one scope. I emphasized this same point in my tutorial, and I think it needs more emphasis here. Before switching scopes, make sure you get used to short, medium, and long range sniping before moving to another scope. A lot of people switching scopes or guns too often doesn't build the muscle memory needed to become effective, because each gun's slightly different and the range differences, bullet velocity throws you off a bit. So make sure you get used to one gun and one scope before you even think or conceive the idea of moving on to another. Again, with regard to getting more kills, the first thing I'd recommend is to stick with the perimeters of the maps, especially with a back to an edge. If you're using a high zoom scope, the first thing some people will think is, oh, this is encouraging people to snipe from far away, but it's not the case. You can go under 200 meters and flanks to the perimeters and still pick off tons of people and still contribute to the objective this way. So the logic just doesn't compute if you were going to say something about that the other way. But like I was saying, if you stick to the perimeters of maps with these, or at least if you can stay behind cover and face the enemy coming to you head on and rack up kills that way, that's fine. Just use your cover. But I would personally, if you're new, stick to the perimeters of the map. Threats can only be in front of you this way, and it minimizes the amount of angles you can be shot from. When you're using a PDW or a shotgun, this might change because you have to go for flanks to rack up kills. But when you're playing with a sniper rifle with a high zoom scope, I'd highly suggest for you to stay to the perimeters of the maps. The next and the most obvious point is to move from cover to cover when you choose to move. Try to limit moving in areas that provide no cover for large stretches. Taking cover reduces the surface area an enemy can hit you and makes its aim time significantly increase to hit you, which actually puts you at the advantage. If you're faster on the draw, you'll actually be at the advantage here. Make sure you stay mobile. Get a few kills and relocate, and it doesn't have to be far. It just has to be away from the point that you were, because the reason for this is that people will always want revenge kills. If an enemy doesn't know where you are, you're that much more dangerous. Not to mention, staying in one spot can sometimes make you less effective. A point that has lots of traffic earlier might not be after a while, so staying there won't get you any kills. And the next point is to always use the MAV, the tugs, or the motion sensor to prevent from being snuck up on. In summary, this is what's been effective for me, so I hope you've learned from this or reinforced what you may have already known. And make sure you watch my other sniper rifle tutorial videos if you want to become a better sniper and you need those tips on how to become a better one, because this basically gives you some of the tips and strategies that I use, but it doesn't actually teach you how to become an effective sniper, but I will include that video in the description. Thanks for watching.